So the Roblox Dead by Daylight inspired game called Forsaken is a pretty balanced game which many people, including myself, really enjoy. Still, balancing became a huge problem. It all starts when Noli released. Noli was being the killer that's been in for development for over 6 months, and everyone in the community was really hyped for it. We even got a public testing 17 days before its release. Everyone was really excited for its public testing, they played it and everything, but the thing they overlooked is he is not balanced at all. Even though he's been in development for months, he thinks that would balance him. But no, he's a potential man in the community. Even though he's the best killer in the game and the most broken, unbalanced mess we've ever seen. And the community is really mad about it. Not all of it, but most of the community is. But why? Well, I'll hand it over to my friend Professor Friend so you guys can see.
Before Noli released, every killer had their own playstyle and role back then. Jason, now known as Slasher, being an up-close beast with his weakness being the lack of range. Cool Kid being a rush down and an all-rounder having a projectile, a high damage move, and minions to apply pressure on the survivors, and his weakness being the lack of ESP moves. 1X being a ranged killer with mass infection and entanglement, as well as his minions and the stable eye to help it in an LMS or projectiles aren't as effective if the survivor is at the other side of the map. And his weakness being that if survivors face mass infection or entanglement, you were getting cooked guaranteed. And John Doe being a trapper with cracked energy and digital footprint. His player style is to pull survivors into limited areas, making a chase near unwinnable for them. Despite having the best passive in the game, Unstoppable, the only move he can use in the chase is Corrupt Energy, which is a really dodgeable attack. Even survivors had their own roles. Sentinels all felt different, like Shevletsky being a get in and get out with the stuns, and the healer gets with the misses. Guest being mind games to the killer, and Chance being a raged sentinel at the cost of his gun being able to explode or just not fire. Even 2 times feels original as it has more of a stealth sentinel. June 24th, 2025, the day the Noli playtest was released. Everyone was happy, so was I. But the truth hit us harder than the Silk Song release date. He was fucking busted. He had it all. A projectile leading to combos, a dash that can quite literally have more range than mass infection if you chain it well. He was even able to teleport to any generator on the map. His hallucinations at the time weren't as bad as they are today, but we quickly realized he was just an unbalanced mess. It's just a playtest. He will be balanced on release, we said. He will be fixed, we said. How foolish we were. July 11th, 2025, 7:05 PM, Sugar's time. At this very moment, all hell broke loose. Noli was released. Lobbies were infested with Noli, which was to be expected. And he was not fixed from the playtest. In fact, they made him worse. Not only was his fake generator passive literally unfair for people who are colorblind, since they were marked by different colors at the time, but he was even more brain dead than before. Stun immunity when using observance, being able to cancel Void Rush before it even starts to bait a guest's block, and use Void Rush right after because he had no cooldown if you cancelled it. And all of the previous issues were still there. The amount of people that got jumped by Void Rush while doing a generator peacefully. The amount of people who lost half of their health for simply getting hit by a Nova chain into an M1. The amount of LMSs lost in seconds due to observance giving the survivor no prep time to drink a cola. And for over 2 weeks, Forsaken was nothing but Noli hell.
Weeks and weeks go by with Noli still being unbalanced, and many people hoping for him to get nerfed in the next patch. The day before patch 3.1.3 came out, a developer posted sub-announcements calling Noli a potential man, even though he is not. The very next day, the balance patch was released. The one slow speeds actually made him somewhat fair. They said, well, fuck it, let's just buff his M1 speeds by an entire 0.1 second. Which doesn't sound like much, but it is, well, a lot. And then they buffed Void Rush, making it do more damage the more you chain off of it, which is stupid. The only good thing they did this damn patch is make Nova a spear. That is it. That's the only good thing they did this patch. Now with the buff Noli, he just broke balancing. After patch, many people lost hope in Noli becoming balanced. Many people even quitting due to how unbalanced he is. All the people wanted was Noli to get nerfed. But no. Noli being broken surpasses every other killer in every single way possible.
And if you guys say some shit like, oh, but 1x is better, but Jason is better, Jason gets looped to absolute hell, and Noli basically has his own gashing wound, being a 40 damage combo that is pest easy to land, against the 50 damage gashing wound that is harder to land and with more cooldown. Cool kid. Do I even need to elaborate? Nova is just better corrupt nature, and Void Rush is just better walk speed override in every way possible. The one downside Cool Kid has, Noli doesn't, because Observant fucking exists. Noli is Cool Kid on crack. 1x can be considered the best kid up, because of how much area control he can have and being able to catch up in a chase with one entanglement, but let's be real for a sec. Void Rush is just better to use to catch up. You don't have to land it, you can cancel it, and it deals crazy damage. Observant makes him be about anywhere at any time, making 1x's minions put a shame. And he has so much raw damage output, Mass Infection doesn't have shit on it. John Doe can only obliterate people if you actually trap them in, which takes both a lot of skill and prediction. Noli doesn't need that. He just catches you off guard for 0.5 seconds and half of your HP is gone.
In the end of it all, as the script is being written on October 9th, nothing has changed. All that has physically changed about Noli is his wind up for his M1 being 0.35 instead of 0.30. Yeah, that's the only change really. Yeah, I've given up hope that Noli will actually become balanced ever. He's just the most broken killer. That is all I have for today's video. We'll see you guys next time. Have a great and wonderful day.
As for me,
My name is Bullets. I made the breakfast. It was difficult to put the meal together. But unfortunately, something went so wrong, and now I can't do anything but sing the stupid song.